Hi everyone, it's Jen here from Tarot Spirit. So I know some people like pirate these videos and try to direct you to their site. I don't spend too much time worrying about it, I have other things to do. But if you do ever want a personal reading, the only way to order one is through my website, and that is www.tarotspirit.net on the services page. That's the only place you can get a reading from me. And if it doesn't sound like me, I have a pretty distinctive voice, I think, then it most likely isn't. All right, so I'm here for your weekly reading, and I got interrupted right as I started, so I already laid out the cards. So let's get going. I'm using the Mystic Dreamer Tarot this week. Okay, so on the bottom we have the Six of Cups. So the Six of Cups is about children, our past, our inner child, and it's also about stopping and smelling the roses, the simple things in life. You can see they're filling these cups with flowers. There's a parent spending time with their child and just really enjoying life and not sweating the small stuff, so to speak. And it can also be about things from the past coming back, revisiting someone from the past. Or one theme I see with this card that I really like and I think is really important is remembering back at times in your life when perhaps you were younger and there were things that you enjoyed doing, but you've not done as an adult or in a while because of, whatever, a million different excuses that we always tell ourselves. We don't have time, it's stupid, we don't have money, we don't, all those excuses. But to try to find a way to bring those things that brought us joy when we were younger back into our lives um, in the present. Okay, so the next card is the Five of Cups. So the Five of Cups cautions us to look at the big picture. When something sad happens, it's very easy and just human nature to really focus on the negative thing, and it can be all consuming. I had this happen to me just this past week, and I pretty much didn't sleep one night. The Nine of Swords. I wonder if I can remember the cards from last week, but and I just really, allowed a situation that happened to really worry me. And and then the next day, I didn't say it reversed itself, but something happened that totally put it in perspective, and I was able to let it go. So try to give yourself the perspective that if there is something in your life that has you down, to try to focus on the big picture so you don't allow it to be all consuming, because often, it's just one aspect of your life, and yes, it becomes hyper focused because something happened there that was maybe negative or elicited a negative response, but that doesn't mean your whole life is negative and every part of your life is negative. So call up your best friend and or make a list of all the good things you have in your life and try to get some perspective and try not to just hyper focus on the one negative. There are these two cups back here that she's just not looking at. And the next card is the Eight of Pentacles. So I sort of relate this card back to the Six of Cups, because this card for me is all about finding something that when you're doing it, you're completely present in the moment. So it's very much like a spiritual task. And I mean, it can be anything from meditation to yoga to running to um, working with flowers, working with children. and anything like that, that when you're doing this task, you're not worrying about these spilled cups here. You're completely present in the moment. It takes you out of sort of that negative thought pattern that humans do. We all do it. And you're focusing on something that is really absorbing your attention and is bringing peace and satisfaction. And this could be anything. I mean, there's absolutely no rules to this. It's just whatever really is feeding your soul in a healthy, positive way. Wow. Yeah. And then we have the 10 of Cups. So I think, this is about happiness and fulfillment. There is a family aspect to it this week. I really feel like concentrating on your loved ones, what's truly important in life, and gaining perspective and using um, those tasks. That's a terrible word. Um, Whatever brings about the Eight of Pentacles, that present feeling in your life, and not focusing on the negative things that happen, but looking at the big picture, the overall picture. That's what's going to lead to happiness, because we can't avoid spilling cups. It's just not possible. But we can avoid, and it takes practice and work, is focusing on these cups instead of these cups. And ways to do that, are look at children, focus on the simple things in life. Be grateful for the things we have. So gratitude is something that can really help put things in perspective, and things that are almost meditative for you when you do it, whether it's working in the cooking in the kitchen, taking a walk, working with your kids, um, being around animals, doing painting if you're an artist, whatever it is, that those types of spiritual practices, or practices, you don't have to make them spiritual, that really feed your soul and bring you present and enjoying what you have in this present moment. It's kind of the real, that's what's going to bring about this happiness. Not I kind of don't like this card because I think the castle's kind of ridiculous, like who has a castle? Um, but here's the child again. It's the family and the way our outlook, um, that really is what, brings us happiness, not things. So I think it's a really nice message this week, is to try not to get caught up in negative thought patterns, and try not to, if something bad, if something negative does happen, to make sure we keep it in perspective, and that it's just one, part of our life, and it doesn't have to contaminate and spill over into every other part. So lean on your friends, or really do a lot of positive talk, self-talk, and try not to go down those negative thought pattern, excuse me, spirals. Um, Easier said than done, but it is possible to chase away those negative thoughts, and we can focus on positive things just as easily as we can focus on negative things, if we sort of train our brain to do that. But it takes work, it takes time, and it's kind of something you always have to stay on top of. But really nice card to end the week on. Going into the holidays and being grateful for everyone in our lives and all the positive things we do have. I wish you a really lovely week. It looks like it's going to be a great one. And I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.